Healing crisis or negative energy interference? Hey, it's Natasha again, coming to you in crone mode. So for those of you who don't know what crone mode is, it's the phase of your menstrual cycle when you're having your menstruation. And each phase has its own gifts. So I wanted for you to experience me in this phase, sharing what I've learned. So today's video is about how do you tell if you're having a healing crisis or you're experiencing negative energy interference. So just want to say from the very beginning that mine is not the definitive answer here. I'm just going by experience. So unfortunately, earlier this year, I had a teacher who wasn't completely clear. And she transmitted some negative energy interference to me, which then affected other people. So I'm doing this video so that you can recognize if maybe there is something that needs to be cleared with you and what you can do about it. So I'm just checking my notes here. Right, so healing crisis. Healing crisis is actually something quite positive because it means that you're releasing what you no longer need. And in my experience, my healing crises have lasted maximum 7 to 10 days. But on this particular occasion this year, I experienced problems for many months, for a good 3 months, and it went on. So when it lingers for more than 7 to 10 days, then there could be a problem. The second thing is, during a healing crisis, it's natural to release emotions, to cry. But what happens next is you then feel the calmness and the emptiness afterwards, which means you're ready to bring in more of what you do want to fill that emptiness. So it's the release, it's the calmness after the release. So when I went through my different Reiki attunements, I experienced a huge heart opening. And that was both painful but also very blissful because my heart was opening and I was feeling a lot more. So the emotions were coming out, but afterwards I just felt much calmer, much more relaxed. Now, with negative energy interference, you're more likely to experience lingering feelings of, for example, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts is a big red flag. That with that, I would, and the good thing about knowing this is actually knowing that a lot of the time when you're having these negative feelings, it's not you. It's not you. Most of the time it's either negative energy interference or other people projecting their feelings into you. So that's the good news. So I just want, to hold on to that thought that it's actually, 95% of the time it's not you. So the third thing, physical symptoms. In a healing crisis, you might experience more minor ailments like colds, viruses, bacteria, fungi being released by your body. And that usually clears up within a couple of weeks. But with negative energy interference, you can get a sudden physical painful symptom that goes on for many months. So for me, I experienced exhaustion for a good 2-3 months, And it was only when I went to this healing course in July that these two wonderful participants on the course, they discovered that my solar plexus was turning in the wrong direction. And as soon as they righted it, my God, like within 10 minutes, I just felt all my energy come back. All of it. It was like being able to breathe again. So especially where you're feeling exhausted, you know, that's typical solar plexus energy, will, passion, drive. When you feel completely knocked out on that level, you can bet that there's something that unwanted that may have attached itself to you and is maybe using your energy. So, but the good news is you can get this cleared easily. So this is not a forever kind of situation. Okay, so what's the solutions and learning? So number one, what I learned is to trust myself, trust what I'm feeling, and you know, rather than putting my teacher up on a pedestal and automatically thinking that the advice I was being given was correct, that actually it was normal for me to experience all these symptoms because I hadn't released a lot of stuff, when in actual fact I've been doing personal development work for a good 14 years and spiritual and energy healing work for a good 5 years. So I've done a lot of work. So yeah, you know, if a teacher is telling you that and you've had a lot of experience releasing, then I would say trust your feelings, okay? You know yourself better than anybody else. So basically, you're supposed to feel better in the medium to long term. Maybe in the month after receiving some healing energetic work or attunement, you might feel a bit rough. But after a month's time, you should be feeling better. That's the whole point behind energy healing work. The second thing that's important to remember is to learn a good daily energy clearing practice for clearing any negative interference or closing up any portals you may have in your energy field that might bring in negative interference from, say, other dimensions. Even if you do the clearing work, this doesn't necessarily clear karma or spiritual contracts, or necessarily help you to develop certain personality aspects or archetypal aspects that you need to grow and develop and mature. So just to be clear on that. But the good thing about energy clearing from negative interference is it does allow you to feel clearer and calmer, so you can do that work. Okay, so I hope you found that useful and resourceful. As always, I love your comments and questions, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye-bye.